Today we will be looking at a review of classroom management in language education by Tony Wright, and this project is completed by Lauren LePage, Sarah Lemon, and Crystal Bennett. Tony Wright is a professor of language education, and he has done considerable research in the areas of curriculum development, second language learning, teacher training programs, professional development, and classroom management. Although some teachers make classroom management look easy, we decided to begin with a quote to emphasize that there is a lot of work that goes into developing and maintaining a well-run classroom. This image may be a typical day in the life of some language teachers, and I'm sure we can all relate to being in a classroom like this at some point in our education, either as students or as teachers. During our presentation, we will describe the audience and context for whom this resource is written, provide an overview of the content, explain the LTE approaches found throughout our resource, and then we will just demonstrate an activity, and finally provide our comments and impressions of the text. The intended audience of classroom management and language education includes designers of classroom management courses at the initial teacher training level. There is sound pedagogical research as well as case studies that may be useful to developing a strong curriculum for these courses. This text is also useful to teachers who are already working in the second language classroom environment, but who wish to learn more about inquiry-based strategies. It is a resource that can be used to spark discussion amongst educational professionals. Finally, research in the field of applied linguistics or educational research may find this resource useful because of its strong evidence-based approach, as well as previous studies that are documented throughout the chapters. These could provide a starting block for future inquiries in the area of educational research. This text is not intended to be a course book for classroom management pre-teacher training courses. The intended context of this resource is to provide opportunities for teacher reflection, spark debate regarding current classroom management practices. So teachers can use this resource to reflect upon their current practices and to see where future development may take place. And they can also discuss with their colleagues possible changes in their classroom management. This resource may also be used as a tool for future classroom management teacher-led inquiries and to provide a starting point for future classroom management research. There are many contexts within this book that help to provide a stepping stone for which future research may be developed. We will now look at the second language teacher education approaches reflected within this resource. Initially, this resource seems to contain primarily content regarding classroom management as well as knowledge of classroom management, and it seems packed with very rich information. However, upon further looking, it offers knowledge of qualitative research such as case studies which help reflect the many facets and ways in which classroom management takes form. This resource also takes a person-centered approach, revealing the ways in which classroom management is dynamic in nature, depending on several factors, including culture, definitions of education, and teaching strategies.
Created using Powtoon.